Yes, we do. And that's a fantastic way to start the coverage by looking at someone's backside. But no, here we go. This is IAME Cadet. Kit Belofsky had the opening round win at Shenington ahead of Jensen Graham and George Edgar. Jesse Phillips won at Warden Law with Noah Bagley in second and Jensen Graham in third. Then George Edgar won at Glenagorse last time out ahead of Riley Cranham and Lewis Islin. So 3 rounds, 3 different winners. This is where the Ollie Rowland Motorsport fans have to turn their ears off because Fusion Motorsport have won the last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 finals. They have won every final in 2021 and 2022 so far. It gets worse, Ollie Rowland Motorsport fans. The only non-Fusion podium finish this year. Second place for Noah Baglin at Warden Law. But, fear not, because it's not all Fusion at the front. Henry Domain goes from row 2. Blair Smith goes from row 4. Art Lovett and Henry Harter go from row number 6. There is the number 5 plate car of Henry Domain. There's the number 63 of Noah Baglin. There's the O plate of George Edgar. Let's have a look statistical-wise. Well, Zach Drummond, our 2021 IAME champion, has got 4 wins in this class. Kit Belofsky has now got 3 wins in this class. So does Harley Keeble and Harry Burgoyne Jr. Up to 2 wins now is George Edgar. He shares 2 wins with Brandon Carr, Keen Nakamura Burton, Nathan Ty, new European junior karting champion. To name a few others. Fusion Motorsport have got now 14 final wins compared to 11 for Ollie Rowland Motorsport. So in 2019 and 2020 it was all Ollie Rowland Motorsport. The last 2 seasons has been all about Fusion Motorsport. The stat book is going away for now, Anthony.
Ooh.
Looking at Jensen Graham. Jensen Graham, he obviously has raced in Honda as well. He hasn't had a win yet, but he's had a second place and 2 third place finishes. 2 podiums so far this year. Jensen is the only driver to finish on the podium twice this year. Stat book being reopened. Just to check that. Bear with me momentarily. Yes, so 1 podium for Belofsky, Jensen Graham. Yes, Jensen Graham, 2 podiums. Oh, George Edgar's had 2 podium finishes this year. He's had a first and a third. So even among the the inter-fusion battle, we've had lots of different drivers. So we've had 7 different podium finishers in 3 rounds so far. 3 different winners. Jesse Phillips, of course, won at Warden Law. There he is, the number 26 kart. And, of course, the number 27, Jensen Graham, led the championship coming into Glenagorse last time out, but lost that championship lead then. Jesse Phillips came into this weekend just 1 point in front of George Edgar. He's extended that advantage ever so slightly. Jensen Graham, Henry Domain and Riley Cranham all there as well. Kit Belofsky is a tie for 5th in the championship, but less than 40 points separate the top 6 in the championship. Plenty of racing still to go.
A nice shot looking back from behind Jesse Phillips out onto the circuit, and double grid here slightly lower than the actual track itself, so all they can see really is probably sky as they look out onto the track, and it's
not all
a daunting
not
feeling.
All of them can see sky, because Sky is only starting back in 8th. So everyone on row 9 backwards can see Sky. That's Sky Park at number 25. Thank you very much. Here all week.
That's absolutely...
There's Jacob Ashcroft. Now, he needs some good luck.
Yeah.
He needs some good luck. There is the number 22 of... starting behind there. I've only got 1 grid of Kanish Grau. Teddy J. Porter goes through. There's Anthony Witkowski and his mechanic Reese Wade. Number 21. Harley Musk there.
I'd also like to welcome the fans of the World Olympic squatting team.
Oh, yes. I mean, squatting. I mean, that's yes. Oh, bit of technique on the other side there. That's a 1 knee squat. Extra. Less style points. If you've got to use 1 knee, then no. No, minute. Here's a look at the starting grid. Jesse Phillips and Jensen Graham share row number 1. Kit Belofsky and Henry Domain on row 2.
Riley Cranham and Noah Baglin round out row 3. Blair Smith and George Edgar go from row 4.
Row 5, Ethan Woodward and Lewis Islin. Row 6, Archie Lovett and Henry Carter.
Row 7, Jacob Ashcroft and Laith Khan. Kanish Grau and Sky Parker start that 8th row.
Now everyone else can see Sky.
Yeah.
Teddy J. Porter and Will Green on row number 9. Anthony Witkowski and Austin Newstead go from row 10.
Harley Musk and Jensen Ackerman on row 11. Aaron Richardson and Edward Haynes will take row 12.
Kazra Kamiab and Colby Patterson on row 13. Joseph Smith and Luca Narroway on row 14.
Yalis Sayer and Henry Clark will round out the grid. 30 karts on row 15. And what a final this is going to be. IAME Cadet, they always give us a good final. What is going to happen this time around? Are those top 3 Fusion drivers going to drive away?
No.
Or is ORM?
They'll try.
They'll try. But ORM are going to fight back.
I think they shall. I think, you know, Middle England, as this were, the beautiful Cotswolds, is about the peace and tranquility of this Sunday afternoon. It's about to be shattered by 30 screaming Cadet IAMEs. We're going to go around again.
Well, not yet.
Once again, you're going to see a much faster rolling lap. These IAME drivers, they're very, very conscious of the fact that they've had problems this year with carbs oiling up and drivers not taking the start. It's affected all the big names, all the big teams. It's not exclusive to either Fusion or ORM. They've all suffered from it, and nobody wants to suffer from it here. So that's why we're seeing a quicker pace lap than usual.
Rightly so. Rightly so. There we go. All the mechanics for the Fusion and ORM teams line the barriers here at Rissington, watching eagerly along. And the hand gestures will come in thick and fast, of course. You've got the many different hand gestures that come out, but this is a nice start, rolling side by side. Here we go then. Jesse Phillips on the left, Cranham on the right, green flag out. We're off and racing. Great start from Phillips. Takes the lead, holds on to it as well. And on the outside. Graham.
It was not a golden Graham.
It wasn't.
Just then. That was almost a disaster for Jensen Graham, but he held on as lost ground.
Yeah, tremendous amounts of ground as well.
And I have to say, look at that. Very, very good, clean start. Now, there's a key move. Back coming into the dogleg. I think that was Noah Baglin and Blair Smith diving up the inside of Riley Cranham. You've got a 3-kart Fusion train, and now you've got 3 ORM karts right behind.
Yeah.
And already Henry Domain going in on Kit Belofsky coming into the elbow. Did that work?
Not too sure.
It didn't. We've got... Someone needs to go out there and tell the Fusion mechanics to move away from our camera.
Yeah.
Nobody wants to see Jake Walker's elbow, ladies and gentlemen.
There we go. Now we're starting to see an interesting development here, because the top 2, Phillips and Belofsky, are breaking away from the rest of the pack. Riley Cranham on his own, and then it's Blair Smith and Henry Domain. Noah Baglin also. So 3 ORM drivers within close proximity to the race lead.
Well, that was the key move, because Riley Cranham was ahead of both Baglin and Blair Smith coming into the dogleg on lap number 1. But they both made that move to just break that initial Fusion trainer. But again, we've got a top 2 breakaway now with Jesse Phillips and Kit Belofsky. Riley Cranham in 3rd place. His foot faded a little bit, but you'll see now Cranham, he'll look behind, you'll see ORM drivers behind you. Go, okay, boys, I know we're in different awnings. Let's go. We got to work together and push towards the front.
Yep.
This is co-opetition.
It is indeed. But then you've got to keep an eye out on Graham and Woodward just behind as well, because they're 2 Fusion drivers. They can quite easily make their way through the ORM boys there and get them out of the way, which it's a highly likely sort of situation that they're going to do.
There they go, into Middle Bend, with the poppies in the background. A reminder of Rissington's past as an RAF base during the Second World War. Through the final corner, there is the number 18 of Cranham being pushed along. Great, well, say this was home to the Red Arrows.
Yep.
And this is formation flying in karting terms of the finest quality. Blair Smith gets a fast lap of the race, and as a result, now he gets shuffled wide by the number 27 car of Jensen Graham, who was fighting back after that first lap. There goes Henry Domain past Riley Cranham into P4.
Now, already.
And Cranham goes, okay, let's go and push. And do you know what? Riley Cranham will push him.
Yeah,
Riley Cranham will push. So Henry Domain, there's no need to defend now. Cranham will stay true to his word and will push away.
And Domain's a quick driver, so, you know, Cranham has got a good wing there. So,
good wingman, yes.
Yeah, good wingman, but not the same team, so they're frenemies. But, yeah, they're going to have to be frenemies until the end of this race.
Oh, and there's Noah Baglin getting shuffled wide by Jensen Graham. So Baglin now gets moved to the back of the second group of karts. Belofsky and Phillips pushing away together. So there they go, into the dogneck. And Domain, let's look at the gap. Last time around, Belofsky and Phillips, 47.75, 47.73. There is Henry Domain, he did a 47.72. So he needs to pick it up a little bit. 11 minutes to go. There is Joseph Smith, the SWRD driver, the Simon Wright Racing Developments driver, getting a warning flag for his troubles. Luca Narroway update. Wanted a top 23 finish, like you said in your interview, but is running 28th at the moment.
So, a couple of positions to gain.
Oh, Teddy J. Porter has retired.
Yeah, I just spotted that.
So, on lap 3, so Teddy J. Porter. Not been a great couple of rounds for Teddy J.
Blair Smith with the fastest lap of the race. With the rookie driver, currently in P6. Doing very, very well down the inside. Yeah, Graham gets that move done.
Passes Cranham. Now, Cranham has been playing nice behind Henry Domain.
Yes.
Will Jensen Graham follow suit, or will Jensen Graham, who of course will be somewhat perturbed by the fact that he was elbowed wide by I couldn't see who it was at the first corner, will Graham be as inclined to sit and follow, or will we see a battle develop? In which case, the race is now between Belofsky and Phillips. It all depends on Jensen Graham.
Does really, doesn't it?
At the moment, he's playing nice.
He is playing nice.
Yes.
For the time being. Whether or not that will stay the case is another question. There's the answer. Oh, no, that was further back.
That's Lewis Islin passing Noah Baglin.
It was indeed, yeah.
And Noah Baglin's over his shoulder, so that is for 8th position. Here comes George Edgar, and, well, this is now not panic stations for George Edgar, because this is only round 4 out of 7.
Yeah.
However, Edgar is losing ground to the championship to Phillips. Oh, and there goes Henry Carter. That gives a whole new phrase, the term bounce back ability, as he goes for a wild ride coming off middle bend. And Carter drops to 13th place behind Laith Khan.
Archie Lovett does the same as well. The 88 also running wide out of the elbow, clouting that grass section. So far, so good for 3rd place. Domain still leading that trio of karts to try and catch up to the back of Jesse Phillips.
Yeah, no one's thrown their toys out of the collective karting pram yet.
No, not yet. Like I say, there's still 9 minutes plus 1 lap to go of this one, so plenty of time.
But they're not. I mean, these two drivers, the 9 of Belofsky, the 26 of Phillips, I mean, they are just in perfect formation. And try as they might, Domain and Graham cannot catch them.
Yeah.
As well as Domain and Graham are working together, there is the abandoned Teddy J. Porter kart. But again, Henry Domain and Jensen Graham cannot catch them. The gap has been about 1.1 seconds, and there is, so there's Jensen Graham making his move. So they played nice, and again, I mean, that was Henry Domain. He didn't try and fight back. He allowed both Jensen Graham and Riley Cranham to go past. Now he slots in, and he'll try and push the two Fusion drivers along. Again, that's co-opetition. Right, I'm leading, and that's not working. You lead, let's see if that works.
Yeah, exactly. That's the main crucial thing. And if drivers can learn that, again, fabulous thing. It's that is one of the great skills in racing. If you know when you're not quick enough, let someone else give it a go, and you slot in behind them, give it and just follow suit. So that's great stuff. Keep an eye on that gap then. So
Jake Walker gives his driver the thumbs up. Yes, we saw that.
All is good. All is good. Right, so the gap's 1.4 seconds then between 2nd and 3rd. We'll update that every time they cross the line. It was
1.1 seconds before Graham made the move.
Yeah.
So it only cost him 10th, and already you can see that on the split timing on the left-hand side of your screen. Graham has got that back to 1.1 seconds. So I think that was a smart move by both Graham and by Domain, you know, to let Jensen Graham lead this. Here's a move. That's Noah Baglin in the number 63, getting past, and Jacob Ashcroft both getting past Lewis Islin. So Baglin and Ashcroft moved into 8th and 9th places. 7 minutes to go. 29 drivers still running. Luca Narroway update. Down to 29th. You know, he wants a top 23 finish. So, but I mean, look at that. He's in a group of karts. Luca Narroway is 29th place. He is 2 seconds behind Austin Newstead in 21st.
Yeah.
So all is not lost yet in Luca Narroway's quest for a top 23 finish. And he was quite particular about 23.
Very particular about 23 there, it was.
Yes.
Well, there is Sky Parker. That is a little further down the order. 16th, yeah. Have the company of Kanish Rao just behind. Next group behind is that group from 18th down to 29th, being led by Will Green, Jensen Ackerman, Aaron Richardson, Austin Newstead. But yeah, the rest of the field just slotting through. Harley Muss, they're dropping 1 place at the moment, so down in 22nd place. Colby Patterson, good start to this race, up 3 places. That's just dropped down. I mean,
we just saw that there's the battle. There's Luca Narroway.
Yes.
So this is the battle, ladies and gentlemen, between Luca Narroway and Jarlath Sayre for 28th position, 28th and 29th. And they've got a trio of karts, Edward Haynes, the privateer driver, Kazra Kamiev and Henry Clark in front of them. The fighting is just as intense for last place as it is for first. And there's Luca. So Anthony spoke to him early this weekend, and we had played the interview before the pre-final. And Luke was saying that, you know, he didn't race here last weekend. You know, he does a lot of practice on the simulator, but he can't, you know, go racing as often as he would like. And he said that, this year's not gone well. He says he's driving well, but it's just so tough, you know, without any teammates here. He's the only crop promotions driver. There they go through. I mean, there's nowhere to rest. The back of the screen there, somebody else has gone off. Edward Haynes out of the race. And we're looking up there. There is now what has happened to Henry Domain? The number 5 kart. There's Edward Haynes, who's out of the race. The 2020 Motorsport UK Bambino champion. But up at the front of the field, you can see that Jensen Graham and Riley Cranham have pulled away from the number 5 kart of Henry Domain, who has fallen back into the clutches of Blair Smith and Ethan Woodward, who are running 5th and 6th. So it's now a fusion 1, 2, 3, 4. Belofsky and Phillips lead. Graham and Cranham pushing together in 3rd and 4th to try and catch them.
Well, that is an interesting development because Domain seemed to be on it. There is Edward Haynes' stricken kart. That's now retired from this race. But yeah, that does baffle me slightly because Domain it must have been a mistake somewhere on circuit because
he had no one behind him and he was pushing.
Yeah.
So it must have been an off-track excursion, potentially of his own making. I mean, he's back at speed now, pushing Blair Smith along, and again, that's literally pushing him along at speeds of well over 50 miles an hour. There's Jacob Ashcroft in the number 8 kart, being obscured by Jake Walker's elbow and underarm. Someone really should go out there and tell him, just move away from the camera, Jake.
I'll let you go tell him.
No, right, I'm going to shout the window. Oi, Jake!
I'll mute your microphone so we don't hear you shouting out the window. But 3.5 minutes to go. Having a full argument out the commentary box window. There we go. He's moved away now. Perfect. So when we next go to that camera shot, it should be absolutely fine. And we can see the drivers that we are watching and the drivers who they are mechanicking as well. I'll unmute your microphone now, Henry.
Right. Well, I mean, I told him, and he moved. You know, there we go. There we go. Look at that. Hey,
clear.
Not an elbow or underarm in sight, ladies and gentlemen.
Perfect.
The power of yelling out of a window at somebody.
Fabulous stuff. Right. Well, nothing's changed really. Belofsky and Phillips still holding on to that one. I'm keeping a very close eye, though, on that gap between the two fusion groups. 1 second was it when they crossed the line.
7/10 of a second.
7/10
Hold
now.
on to your handbags, ladies and gentlemen. The cavalry is coming.
The cavalry's arrived. It's going to be a 4-way battle for the race lead. 2.5 laps to go then, plus that one additional lap. And there's the third group just behind. That is Blair Smith, Henry Domain, and Ethan Woodward. Again, those 3 drivers are wanting to latch onto the back, and they will. They will, of course, because as soon as Graham and Cranham close up to Phillips and Belofsky, they will start scrapping because there is not much time left to go in this race.
Now, Riley Cranham, first ever British Championship podium, last time out at Glenagorse. And again, once you've got onto the podium, you kind of get that winning feeling. Third in the Little Green Man here a week ago. And is really, I mean, he's not in a championship contention. I don't think he's in the top 20 in the championship. Looking down to see where Riley Cranham is. And the answer is... Oh, no, he's fifth in the championship. What am I talking about, Henry? Henry, shut up. He's fifth in the championship, but he's got that, not winning feeling, but he's got that podium, so he knows what it's like to stand on a podium. He thinks to himself, right, I can do it. All the drivers think they can do it, but then actually getting over the line. Oh, no, Chris Walker's moved into the camera shot.
Elbow to head.
We've gone to elbow to
bald scalp.
Bit of a Friar Tuck going on there.
Yes.
The Friar Tuck. Oh, dearie me, Henry Domain getting squeezed wide by Ethan Woodward there. We've got 1 minute to go. Belofsky and Phillips lead by half a second over Graham and Cranham, who will continue to close. Will the time run out before they catch the two leaders? Blair Smith is fifth. That would be his best result in the British Championship. Then it's Henry Domain, Ethan Woodward, Noah Baglin, George Edgar and Anthony Wachowski are top 10. The leading non-fusion ORM driver is Will Green in 18th place and 28 karts still running. Luca Narroway update, everybody. He's up to 25th. He's only got Joseph Smith and Colby Patterson in front of him, between him and a top 23 finish.
There we go. Keep a close eye on that one now. Timer, 30 seconds to go. This is really the open book moment when it comes to racing for the lead within IAME Cadet, because yes, they will stay line astern throughout the entire thing, but when it comes to these last couple of laps, it is open game. Anyone can go for any move in the team, so they will keep a very close eye on that gap. It was half a second. It's now 0.3 of a second between those top two as we continue to watch this battle for fifth place. Blair Smith, Domain and Woodward are slowly closing in, but I think it's going to start heating up at that front very, very soon.
Well, yes, because the clock has struck 0. The last lap begins now, and look at that, 4 karts in the same frame. The 27 of Graham and the 18 of Cranham closing in. They've worked for the last 5 or 6 minutes to get to this stage. It's now down to when Jesse Phillips pulls the pin and makes his move on Kit Belofsky. Jesse Phillips leading the championship. At the moment, he's extending that championship lead, but he's going to want to take the win from Belofsky. He's not going to just sit there. Here comes Jensen Graham. Jensen looking for his first win. Riley Cranham looking for his first win. They're looking over. There goes Belofsky. Oh, Phillips gives Belofsky the signal saying, come on, keep pushing. I can't believe he's not even going to try. He's got to try. It's a British Championship wins begging. Belofsky defends. Does Belofsky run a little bit too deep? Yes, he does, but Kit Belofsky comes out of the final corner and takes the win with Jesse Phillips in second. Jensen Graham holds on to third. Riley Cranham comes home in fourth position. Henry Domain finishes fifth for Oliver Rowland Motorsport. Blair Smith in sixth. The rest of the field coming across the line. We're going to wait for the number 17. There goes the there goes the number 17 Croc Promotions cart. Luca Narroway. Oh, a 25th place finish for Luca. Just too shy of what he wanted, what he told Anthony he wanted in his interview. But your winner, Kit Belofsky, that moves Kit on to 4 wins in the British Championship, and that puts Kit behind only in IAME Cadet. Well, that puts him on a tie with Zach Drummond as the most successful in terms of wins drivers in the Motorsport UK British Kart Championships. There is a look at the rundown as the drivers come into Parc Fermé. And sadly, we had 2 failures to finish, Edward Haynes and Teddy J. Porter. But that was, again, Kit Belofsky did defend into the elbow in the final corner. But, I mean, Jesse Phillips obviously thinking points there. But will he rue, come the end of the season, not trying a little bit harder to make a move on Belofsky for the race win? Belofsky, before dropped scores, is like 30 points behind the leader, but that's nothing. Lots of racing to go. Phillips finishes second. I mean, okay, George Edgar only finished 9th. Good result there for Anthony Witkowski, coming home in 8th position, and Ethan Woodward finishing in 7th. Noah Baglin slipped to 10th. Edgar in 9th. Laith Khan up into 11th place. Henry Carter was 12th. Lewis Islin, we saw him earlier on. He faded to 13th. Jacob Ashcroft down to 14th place. 15th was Archie Lovett. Then it was Will Green. So the best, the non-fusion ORM drivers. Will Green for the Jamie Green racing team in 16th position, just ahead of Sky Parker. Then Austin Newstead, Jensen Ackerman, Kanish Grau, Aaron Richardson, Harley Musk, Colby Patterson, Joseph Smith, Luca Naraway, Kazra Kamyab, Henry Clark, and the last driver running at the finish was Jarlath Sayer. And there is Teddy J. Porter returning to the pits. So Edward Haynes' kart on the trolley, Teddy J. Porter's kart under its own steam. And look at the paddock. Anthony will be down with our top 3 in the paddock very shortly. But the IAME Cadet Championship just gets that little bit more interesting as Kit Belofsky playing his way back into contention. He's been one of the quickest drivers all year, although he's been very forceful as well, and that has cost him a couple of penalties, which of course in this class, if you get a 5-second penalty, that's not 1 or 2 places, that's 8 or 9. Jensen Graham also getting himself back into championship contention. Have to say, really, any one of 6 can still win it in IAME, but Anthony Jordan is down with Kit Belofsky, Jesse Phillips and Jensen Graham in the paddock now.
Thank you very much, Henry. Yes, down here with our race winner. Next to that number 1, once again, Kit Belofsky. Nice result, pretty calm race. Probably the calmest IAME Cadet race we've ever seen. What did you think?
Yes.
There we go. Team seemed to be pretty happy with it as well. Cart's looking lovely. Talk us through that race. I mean, you had your teammate pretty much behind you from the word go from that one. Pretty clean start as well. Managed to get an early breakaway. No dramas, really?
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyone you'd like to thank?
I'd like to thank my teammate over there, since he helped a lot. Also, my mum and dad, Hattie and Chian from Rolls-Royce Pinnacle, Tommy Moffat, Simon Livriera, and also Alex T and Future Motorsport.
Brilliant. Well done there, Kit Belofsky. Another race win.
Thanks.
Brilliant stuff there. Let's chat to our second place man, Jesse Phillips. Jesse, let's bring you over here. Next to your number 2. Quite sporting, that number 2, isn't it? But nice cheesy grin on your face. You happy with it?
Well, yeah, I'm really happy with it because, I mean, I wanted to push Kit because I thought maybe if we did defend, maybe Jensen could get past because I knew that they were closing in towards the end. But then, yeah, I just wanted to push, and then that's a good result for the championship, and so overall that's basically all that matters.
Yeah, I mean, great weekend here. Enjoying Rissington, nice circuit to race on?
Right.
Say yes.
Yes, it's very good.
Remember, whatever circuit you go to, you think it's the best circuit in the world.
Yeah, okay, this is the best circuit in the world.
Top man, top man. But again, great result, fantastic. Anyone you'd like to thank?
Well, yeah, Fusion Motorsport, Jake Dalton, my mechanic, Shocks for the engines, and yeah, Fusion Motorsport.
Brilliant stuff. Well done. Jesse Phillips there on your second place. Well done.
Thank you.
Excellent. Let's have a chat then with our third place driver, Jensen Graham. Jensen, come on in. Yeah, we'll bring you on that side. Again, nice result for yourself. Had to recover a little bit from that one. What happened at the start?
Yeah, outside line always usually gets squeezed out a bit. Just I never thought I had to use a bit of rallycross in there.
Do you like rallycrossing though?
No, it's not very fun.
No?
Ruined my race there.
Well, you're good at it. Maybe a future career path for you, a bit of rallycross.
Yeah, maybe.
Well, yeah, a brilliant recovery drive though in that one. You had to come through a little bit in the pack, but you got back at the sharp end. Looked like one more lap, you could have got away with that one.
I think we were just one lap too late. Bet surprised that Kent never defended anchored it up on the last 2 laps, but that is what it is.
We were surprised too, but hey ho, that's racing again. Plenty more rounds to go. Anyone you'd like to thank?
Yeah, just got to get that lead back down and we'll have a shot at winning the title.
Anyone you'd like to thank?
I'd like to thank my mechanic, my team and my mum and dad for getting me here.
Brilliant stuff there. Well done, Jensen Graham. Congratulations to third place.
Thank you.
Perfect. Well, there we go. More races to come up. I believe it is time now for KZ2s.
Thank you, Anthony. Yes. 3 races to go, ladies and gentlemen, here at Little Rissington. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, the next class up is IAME Cadet. And in IAME Cadet, we saw another clean sweep for the Fusion Motorsport team. Finishing in 3rd position, it's Jensen Graham. Well done, Jensen. Fusion Motorsport have now won the last 11 IAME Cadet Finals in a row, which is incredible. 2nd position, your championship leader, Jesse Phillips. And at least the Fusion drivers had the good grace to wear slightly different overalls to make it much easier to spot them on commentary. Now we move on to our race winner. In the modern era of the British Championship, no driver has won more than 4 IAME Cadet Finals. Our champion last year, Zach Drummond, has won 4. This next driver has also won 4. Along with his winning mechanic, Alex T, it's Kit Belofsky. Just smile and wave, Alex, smile and wave. Now, see, I haven't made fun of Alex, and I won't, but I'm just saying, one half of the team wish they had wish they could have a haircut, and the other half needs a haircut. How's that? Sorry, did I just do him again? I'm so sorry, Alex. Well done. That's 2 wins this year, 4 in total for Kit Belofsky. 1 more, he moves to the top of the all-time IAME Cadet winners list. Smile, Kit. Smile and wave. Okay, 1 more with just a winner.